Okay, how's everybody doing today? Another beautiful day here in Southern California. Actually strung 2 days together without having overcast. Cloudy skies. Actually tonight we're going to get a nice sunset. Too bad I'm going to miss it because I won't be able to be around that long. So anyway, I want to talk today about one of the most laughable, unrealistic statistics that the government puts out. This one just blows my mind. It's been blowing my mind since I've been a kid because I've been listening to this statistic for a long time. It never made sense to me, even when I was a young kid. So even when I was young, I knew it was BS. So the statistic is the unemployment statistic, the rate of unemployment, and it just got released here a day or two ago. And the unemployment rate right now in the United States of America, according to the US government, is 4%. So if you think that only 4% of people looking for a job are unemployed, then you're not seeing the same world I'm living in. Because when I walk around or talk to people and find out, who's looking for jobs or who needs to find a job, there's way more than 4% looking for something to do. So, and unless you are super wealthy, like let's say unless you inherited your wealth like Donald Trump and you don't have to worry about a job, or you have your own business, meaning that you were able to get enough money off to the side, have enough money to live on, while you got something up and running so you could actually have a business that you can make a living at, which takes time, and very few people have those kinds of resources. So unless you're someone that is inherited wealth, or someone that was lucky enough or worked hard enough to get your own business going, you're in the class of looking for a job. That's a lot of people. And when the government lies to you or exaggerates the unemployment rate, that just basically puts us all in a position of where you don't know. There is no baseline. There's no idea what is really going on as far as employment and jobs and economy is concerned. And it just skews the whole argument. And the other thing too about the unemployment rate is that so many things are predicated on it. For instance, the Federal Reserve sets their monetary policy, whether they're going to drop interest rates or raise interest rates. A lot of that is based on unemployment. So if the unemployment rates start going up, that affects the interest rates. The interest rates affect how much you pay for a loan. If you get a loan or your credit card or anything like that, all that's based on the amount of unemployment. So when you have a figure like the federal unemployment rate that is something that's obviously not correct, that affects a lot of other parts of your life, and it's just not right. It's unbelievable. It's hard to believe that we don't have more people questioning this. So 4% is where we're at right now. The other thing about this 4% figure that is even more unbelievable is the fact that if you've quit looking for a job, let's say you just for 4 weeks I think it is, you just don't look for a job anymore, you drop off of that statistic. So if you're a month out of not employed and you just said, hey, I'm not going to look for a job anymore, they don't count that. So you're now no longer unemployed. You're someone that just isn't being recorded as. So if you're looking for a job within the last 4 months, then you kind of get figured into this. But how do they even make it a statistic like that? How do they even come up with something where someone drops off that's only been looking for a job for a month? So if you quit looking for a job after a month, you don't show up anymore. So I mean, he's like, you got to find a job in a month or you don't get measured in the unemployment statistics. That's kind of the way it works. So this is an unbelievable statistic. Unbelievable that the government even comes up with these kinds of ways of measuring things, and then puts so much weight behind it as far as how the economy gets run, and as far as what they do to try to help people to find jobs, or how do they try to help people to get employment so that they can get a way to get off the unemployment, or get off unemployment and get employment. So the idea of a job is long since lost its meaning. The meaning of going out and getting a job, it's completely lost its meaning. It doesn't exist any longer. And not only that, the way they measure it is not correct. It hasn't been correct since they started doing that, measuring the unemployment rate. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, and just so other people can think about it too, how unrealistic this idea of a 4% unemployment rate in today's world, when we have massive massive amount of people looking for jobs, massive amount of people that can't pay their bills, and massive amounts of people that are living in their cars, in motorhomes, living on the streets, unemployment, homeless, a massive amount. But yet at the same time, the government can tell us we have a 4% unemployment rate. It doesn't make any sense. It's laughable, and it's something that we shouldn't accept any longer. We should say there should be a better way of measuring this, so we have a better way of knowing what the actual numbers are, and figuring out a way so that people can actually survive in this world and have some sort of way of having a means of income, and not just say, well, we've only got a 4% unemployment rate, meaning we got most of the people are employed. So out of 100%, 4% unemployment, you got 96% of the people, I guess, that aren't looking for a job or don't need one, that are employed and are making all the money they need to make. So that's just a totally unrealistic idea, unrealistic figure, unrealistic as far as our economy is concerned. So we need to change that, and we need to make it so we have a better idea of exactly what's going on in our world today. So I gotta say, a nice day. Looks like there's some pretty good waves out there these guys are catching. I'm not much of a surfer because I didn't grow up surfing. Surfing is something that you learn to do when you're young, not when you're my age. We didn't move out to California until I was a middle-aged man. So yeah, it's difficult to surf. If you've never surfed before, believe me, it's not as easy as it looks. You think it's easy, but it's not. It's a very difficult thing to do. So, and if you're out there surfing, it's usually a pretty good way to stay in shape and keep your body, all your legs and your arms and everything like that, keeping them working pretty well. Because when you're out there in those waves, it takes everything you got in order to fight those waves or keep yourself from going under those waves and drowning. So anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around, say goodbye to you, and we'll see. Maybe I'll make a video tomorrow. I'll have to see if I have something I want to talk about. So anyway, there we go. Have a good day.